Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome to Dyson Sphere Program, the new in early access game, which is basically Factorio on spheres in space. So we have our factory, at least the beginning of it here. We've got a mine that's smelting iron ingots, a mine that's smelting copper ingots, and over here something that is just mining a load of coal. Come on in here, coal. I am so slow. We should really upgrade that. Yoink. Right. First things first, we need some stone. So we're going to go over here and set up a stone mine. In between episodes, I did just build a few mines, so we don't have to spend time doing that. How many can we get? I think we can get like... That's good, but it doesn't get that one on the end, which kind of bugs me. But it's also really good, so I don't care. We'll build that. We'll hook it up to power. You know, this is going to take... no, wait, we can just about fit it. There we go. And then we will delete this tree because it's annoying. Take that tree. Sorry, environmentalists. I don't think environmentalism kind of works in a factory game where you just constantly destroy the environment. Like, if you're doing a Dyson Sphere, you're kind of just going to destroy, well, a lot of environments. You're going to destroy a lot of things. Dyson Spheres need a lot of materials. And let's get ourselves some smelters. We're going to be using this to make stone blocks. Well, I think it's just called stone. What do you call this? Stone ore. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a whole little thing about, like, stone ore? What? Let's put 3 in. Probably didn't need this bit here. Let's just make this shorter, save ourselves a little bit, because space is going to start being at a premium when we get our thing going. And we'll put in sorters and tell you to make stone. I do like the easy copy paste. That's quite nice. Righto. We need power. What's the furthest away we can get? Oh, like there. Sure. Now we have stone being done. Awesome. So, what do we have that we want to kind of automate? Like, we could automate some belt production. That might be useful. It might be a bit too early for that. We could certainly automate magnetic coil production. Probably gear production and circuit board production. Because by automating these, we won't need to like spend a lot of time pocket crafting magnetic coils, because a lot of things use magnetic coils, and it might be beneficial not to have to waste time on that. It would also then mean we'd have like an easy stockpile that we could just pick up. That would use the iron from here, stone from here, and copper from there, right? Oh no, you use iron ore to make the magnet. So we actually want to just rip the iron ore out. That'll need copper. That'll need iron. Copper, iron. Okay, copper, iron, and ore. Sure. Also, we should make some glass, which uses stone ore. Sure. What I'd like to do is put smelters on this side here, but there's water pretty close by. We don't have the technology to fill in water just yet. Also, this is the line where it offsets around the around the equator. So because it's sphere, the grid is offset. And that's frustrating, because now my smelters are going to be slightly offset from each other. It's fine. It doesn't stop the smelters from doing their thing. It's kind of going to bug me. So, whatever. Does there need to be that gap? I guess so. And then we'll put in that, and then build glass.
You can now click the planet thumbnail button in the lower left corner of the screen, or press the M key to try the planet view mode.
Hello. We have a load of planets. Can we actually see what they've got on them? Nope. Okay, it's just unknown. That's fine. Right, can we grab ourselves a stack of stone. Yes, we can. And we'll grab some glass while we're at it. Probably don't need much glass right now, but it's a start. So setting up production is probably a good shout. I'm trying to think where I want to set this up. Like, that's going to be oil. That's more coal. Probably just here. I know it's kind of in the way, but for now it'll do. So, oh, we don't have automated production yet? Yeah, we haven't got basic assembling process. Let's activate that. That'll give us the processor. And this will give us research. So let's actually queue that as well. Okay, yeah. We need 10 gears and 10 circuit boards. So 10 and 10. And then you need 10 magnets and 10 circuit boards. There we go. All right, that'll be done in a second. So we need ore. We need, well, ore is easy because that's off here. We need iron and then we need copper. So we can get all of those over here without too much difficulty. Let's start laying down a little road for this. Yay! Thank you. That's the assembler done. So, what if we bring the copper? Kind of want a splitter, because if we get a splitter, which requires... Is it improved logistics for splitter? Yeah, that requires research. Okay. We'll just run this, like, kind of haphazardly for the moment. We can change it later. So... let's go down here. I'm going to go a little bit further than necessary. Thank you. Unfortunately, my bots are still like tier 1 stuff. We could really do with more bots and bots that fly faster. Oh, well, let's move you all the way to here. We'll leave a little space for, you know, future expansion. And then we'll want to run iron. Again, we'll run iron the opposite way that the ore runs. And then for now, we'll just run ore like that. And so now we have like triple belt system. One is going to be iron, one is going to be ore, one is going to be copper. And that should basically be all the things we need. So we now have assembling machines, and we're going to want to produce 2 more of them. We actually get one for free, but we're going to produce a couple more. And those are going to be able to do our assembly for us. It'll probably kill our power system, but whatever. Right. Let's bring you out to... Probably going to go about here with this, so... Maybe there. Okay. And I know that we're doing this weird zigzag. We'll probably replace it in the future. And also, like, in future, we'll be able to get rid of this water. What I'm thinking is, instead of zigzagging the iron ore back, the iron ore will be able to get, like, a splitter or something that we don't have, which will allow us to split the belt, and then it will come up here. Okay, let's place down our assembling machines. So, the assembling machines are going to take stuff in, and then, as you might expect, put stuff out. Finished products, in this case. So, 1, 2, 3. I need to extend that belt slightly. Which belt is which? So this outside belt is copper. Doesn't matter. We'll work this out. Just extend them. No! There we go. Still getting used to the belt system. There we go. And there we go. Okay, we would like you to produce... That's electromagnetic coils are going to require us to make magnets. You know what? Why don't we just make magnets natively? Because I get the feeling we'll want a lot of magnets. So instead of actually just making that magnet and then immediately transferring it in, let's make magnets natively. What do we make magnets out of? Iron ore, but how is it done? It's made in a smelter, which is a little odd. Gotta say, it's kind of weird to be smelting magnets, but sure. You know what? I'm down. We'll just make them in a line like this, like we do with the current iron, and then we can always flip these to being iron production later on when we change things up. But for now, these are going to be magnets. So we would like you to be a magnet. We'll copy and we'll paste that up, and then we'll doop, 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 and doop. There we go. Come on, drones. We really should upgrade our drone capacity. We can do that. We just haven't bothered yet. And then power. You are all powered. That's fine. And then there we go. Right. I should do the job. I'm just going to let my drones do the short work there. Right. So we have magnets on the outside, iron on the middle, and then copper. So that just needs iron. That needs copper and magnet, and that needs copper and iron. So the last one, let's just make that iron, making the gears. Let's make this one iron and copper, and then we'll make this one magnet and iron. Okay. So since this is magnet and copper, sorry, we'll do that. This one is iron and copper, and then this one is just iron. Right, power that up. Yeah, there. That's having a problem getting enough magnets because they're going a long way. So we don't have faster sorters yet, but what we can do is just add more sorters. What are you having issues with? Iron? Yeah, we'll add another one from the iron belt. Hell, still having problems with the getting enough magnets in. That's fine. I don't really care too much about the throughput at the moment. Right, and then we just want these feeding out and going into a storage. Now, we could use a storage each, but I'm just going to make it quite simple, and I'm going to have a combined storage. Now, the issue you'll get with a combined storage is that you can accidentally fill it with one item and block other items from going into it. If that happens, well, that sucks, but that's literally all I got to say on that one. I don't really care. This is kind of a short-term thing. We'll put down the track first. And then we'll place that there. Actually, cut off that last one.
You built a storage.
I built a storage.
To store cargo. You can manually store or use the sorter to automatically stock the cargo.
Ah, can't put them on the same one. Easy enough. Just go around the corner with you. There. And then we'll just limit this to not, like, go nuts. We've hit the limit of like how fast we can shift stuff in, so we're actually just dominating it with magnets right now. That's easier. We just got to increase the input rate. So, bam. And now, yeah, we're now placing gears and stuff as well. That's another issue. If we oversaturate up here, this will never be able to output onto the belt. You know what? Let's fix that because that's going to bug me. We need to make it so that the outputs are fair. And it's going to take in one of every cargo. Boop, 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 boop. It'll take up slightly more space. But... let's put down that. Now, it can take in from 3 different positions on the side, apparently. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I wonder. Can we directly go from the one building to the other? Too close. Okay. Well, what if we were to go there? Yes, we can. Okay, and then we'll do that. And then that. Come on, give me the valid connection. There we go. And now, because each has its own thing, we should be okay. Oh, pardon me. But obviously they need power. There we go. Then we'll limit to there. And that should mean that in future, we can just go here and like pick up loads of that. Sweet. That makes that a lot simpler. Although, how much power are we using? Yeah, we're occasionally jumping above. So I've made a few more wind farm turbine things. I call them wind farms and I keep being like, no, that's the name for a lot of them. You know, like you call a flock of crows like a murder of crows. It's like, what do you call a flock of wind turbines? A wind farm. A murder of wind farms. Well, maybe if you're like a bird accidentally flying into them. That is a very just sad bit of coal all by itself. Oh. Where do I want to go with these? I think we'll put the other ones on the other coast. I don't want to get too close to anything mining related. Like, obviously, we can just pick up the stuff later, place it somewhere else. But it feels kind of inefficient. Which, I don't know why I'm complaining about that. This isn't the most efficient, like, design of a factory. I've actually been debating, like, is it worth building a main bus like you do in Factorio? And I was talking to Bentham the other day, and he was saying that he's not sure. And I was like, it feels like this game you might get the technology for a main bus just a little bit too late. And, like, some of the layout stuff might not quite need it. But you do have the advantage of being able to, like, build things on top of each other. Like, you can build belts up. In Factorio, belts have to be on the ground. But in this, you can build belts on, like, different levels and stuff. So it gives you the ability to, like, have a lot more resources traveling through a pretty tight area. So main busing, it might not be too bad. That said, main bus on a sphere might be annoying. Those of you who don't know what a main bus is, it's basically like an idea that you have production centralized along one like axis. So you have like conveyor belts going like this way. And one of them will have iron, one of them will have copper, one of them will have stone. And then you'll take off belts and add belts from stuff. So we like have iron coming off and then, you know, gears, circuit boards, and magnets going back onto the main bus, so that it means that you don't need to have like things being produced going into other producers. You can just take it from the main bus. Why am I looking at that? I need to be looking at power. And we'll link these up. Right. That should give us plenty of... Yeah. We're only just spiking to over 50% now. Right, and let's grab... There we go. Okay. Well, with that done, and some basic infrastructure set up for producing those, let's think about building a matrix lab. So, these are basically like your research things. Now, until now, we've been researching stuff that you can kind of do with pocket crafting, but Matrix Labs build matrices, and then these matrices are used in other labs to do research. So we're actually just going to build a few more of them so we can have like a pretty nifty setup. And this is the matrice. It uses magnets and circuit boards. Now, we've just set up production for those, but we're actually not going to use this production. I want this to be my personal production. We can always use the like lines coming off here, kind of like a main bus. So we will need to produce electromagnetic matrices. Okay. While we do that, do we want to just queue up like another technology that doesn't use matrices? Like all the good technologies start to need matrices. I don't know why, but I'm really enjoying the word matrice today. Okay, upgrades. So upgrades are like upgrades for you. There must be some. Here we go. Mecha Core only uses iron and copper. And that just increases the amount of energy that we can have. We'll grab that. We have the stuff on us. Vertical construction. Oh, that uses red matrices. That one uses both. That's above our tier. Mecha Core, I think, unlocks a few things down here. Some of these are above our pay grade right now. That one... yeah, that one uses wood, coal, and... oh, graphite. Yeah, I don't think we have graphite yet. Okay. Drive engine, Mecha Flight. That uses coal and magnets. Yeah, we could do that. Let's queue that up. Right. So to do research, we're going to need to place down our research building. Now, I kind of want some space for this because this is going to get large because our initial stuff is like we need to make blue matrices. Those go into... like you need the stuff to make the matrices. Those go into the place to make matrices, and then the matrices go into another place which does the research. So it's a bit of a long game. The downside is that we've kind of got the production going over here that we could use. Right, lovely. And you need more copper. Not copper, sorry, coal. I'll grab some coal over here. I guess we could set up like research maybe here-ish. It's not as wide as I'd like it to be. That's got oil. We'll go with here. Okay. We'll grab that coal. That should be enough to get this research going. Right. We're going to need a lot of belts for this. And then we'll also probably want to build some sorters. And then... some assemblers. Okay. Right, well, first steps first. We want to build matrices. Those require us to build magnets and circuit boards. Those use all three of these lines. So we'll just bring all three of these lines over to here. And, well, we can maybe go this way. You know what? We're not too far from being able to fill in this. Once we can fill in this, we'll have more room to play with. So we could just bring it down here. Although if we bring it down here, again, we're chopping off the iron. Like, this iron should just keep going. However, you know what? We'll just bring it north. And then we'll do it around here. We can always change this up later. Fix it in post. Eternal cry. Right. 1, 2, 3. Right. Then we'll need 2 fabricators, which we are about to make. We're also running out of iron blocks. So, give me my iron. Yoink. I do like that you can pull out stuff from so far away. That's one of the things in Factorio was just kind of annoying. Right, there we go. And these are going to be fed immediately into a researchy thing. So, yes, a researchy thing. That is the official name for them. So we'll build those two. And now I don't think we can set this up so that it can feed from them. We'll have a look. We'll set it up once and then... Oh, no, we can.
Matrix Lab. You can use it to make
Ah,
super
beautiful.
matrices or research technologies that require them to unlock. The super matrices are the source code of the center brain for maintaining the home world. You can upload as many super matrices to the center brain as possible.
Okay.
You can be benefit to unlock more actual world technologies by operating the home world simultaneously.
Sure. Unlock mecha flight. You can now fly.
You have received the ability to fly.
We don't have enough speed.
Double-click the space key to lift off.
We've run out of power.
And then use the arrow keys to control mecha movement. The moving speed will increase by 150%, with more energy consumed under flight mode. Pressing the Alt key can return the mecha to the ground.
Give me power. Yeah, we might need to just sit around for a little bit and regenerate some of this power. Could definitely do with more coal. Right, that'll do for now. So no flying just yet. We could probably also do with upgrading what we're using for fuel. Coal is not optimal. Also, why is there a magnet on this belt? Why are you here? How did I do that? How did that happen? Don't know. There's another one. Why are you here? Someone probably spotted this like ages ago and was like, there's a thing. Why? No, EE. Sorry. So we want you to build magnets and you to build circuit boards. And then we'll set this up. We would like copper. Too far? Can we build them closer? We cannot. Well, we might need to get inventive. Let's just go back to this. Okay, that's too far. Right. Okay. Let's get into some shenanigans then. Well, technically we don't need the iron belt to go that far because you don't need iron. So this is actually going to be a really simple shenanigan. We're just going to snake the line. I thought we'd have to do like some sort of weird flyover, and then I was like, actually, we don't need a flyover. Kind of feels like that was too easy. And then, well, you go like that. Power! Power, power, power. Not there. Definitely need faster, like, sorters to get this going properly. And then you produce matrices. Now, labs either do producing matrices or they do the research. You're going to produce the matrice. We're going to just delete this tree. And also go grab more coal. Oh, get close enough. There we go. There we go. Oh, way too many cogs, really. We can reserve a slot by doing like that. That kind of reserves the slot because there's one of an item in there. Right, okay. You're producing the matrices. Now, it's got 10 matrices. We could just output those matrices straight to the research But I don't want to do that because I kind of forget to queue up researchers a lot of the time. So I'd like to be able to put them into a storage chest. So we'll just have a storage chest that we can fill up. And that way it can act as a buffer. So we'll probably just want to put this like here. Too close. Okay. And then we'll limit it so it's not too much. So like that. Okay, how are we doing for energy? Doing okay. And then, for the pièce de la résistance, we're going to just put down a research lab here. We'll hook it up to power. And then tell it to do research. And now it'll take in those. Now, one thing to bear in mind is that with labs, we can actually stack them. So these additional labs can go up to a height of 3 at the moment. You're just missing the components. I don't think we're feeding the components fast enough to make the matrices up there. But we can solve that later down the line. And then these will all do research. And yep, we fed them all. So we're actually going to queue up our very first research. We'll need that, and that's probably going to be improved logistic system, which will give us both the splitters and sorters that will be able to actually make, you know, movement. What's it called? Transfer stuff faster. That's what I mean. And I'll need 100 of these matrices. Now I'll get going, and then we'll queue up some things down here, like drone engine, construction, drone flight. That'll need 200. One additional construction drone. We'll queue that up. Able to view the vein distribution on the planet. That's only 10. Yeah, we'll crew that. I don't know why I'm having trouble with the word queue today. And smelting purification. This unlocks energetic graphite, which is kind of necessary, along with high purity silicon and silicon. So we'll also get those going. In fact, it might be easier if we just do those first before doing any upgrades to our actual like ability to move around, since some of these can be quite expensive, especially this one being 200. Okay, we have the faster sorters and the splitters now. So let's just finish off adding this little extra bit so we can get fast production going. And we will... You know what? We don't need the iron belt if we go around here. Oh, we can now view all veins on the planet. Nice. Let's do that real quick. Which button's that? Here we go.
In the planet view mode, you can hold down the middle mouse button drag, rotate the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse button. Drag to roll the angle of view. Press N key to point to the front to the North Pole.
Okay. Let's try that again. There we go. So we're here. This is our mess of pylons, and we've got stone.
In the planet view mode, slide the mouse wheel to enter the star map mode.
Right, so we're going to change you. We'll copy you across to here, and then we'll actually change you like that. Why is there a magnet here? This is going to frustrate me no end. Why is there a magnet here? Why is this? Okay, you know what? It'll get eaten eventually. Why is there a magnet? Seriously. I don't know how this is happening. Have I accidentally got like a sorter taking it to the wrong... Okay, I don't know. Anyway, right. So we're going to grab the next tier of these. These require electric motors. which require being made in a replicator. Hand-make replicator. Right. Okay. The issue is we can't actually make electric motors. We don't actually have the tech for that. That requires electromagnetic drive, which is down here. So we'll queue that up. That's fine. We'll just put in the basic. Oh no, wait, she got some. Yeah, it just gives us some. So, okay, I guess we've got some free. We'll use them to provide magnets, and then we'll use the normal ones, because we're trying to save them, for the copper. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then these guys, are you clock bound by anything? You're kind of clock bound by the copper, so let's get rid of the copper here. And we'll do the same for this one. And then set up iron there, and then we'll use this for the copper. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so is the output rate into these labs the problem? Yes. We can't actually shift them out to these labs fast enough. We'd probably need to replace these as well. And we've only got the one sorter Mark II left. We're actually going to have to make more, which is going to require that new tech over here. But that's just a matter of time. We're currently making the actual research cubes pretty damn fast. Obviously, we could instead just change this around so we've got more labs making them and then not worry about our input rate. But as it is, this is fine. This is actually going to be a pretty speedy research setup. It's definitely a weird layout. It's, you know, we're probably going to need to replace this at some point. But for now, we've also now got ourselves graphite and silicon and high purity silicon. Downside, I don't believe this world has silicon. Your starting world, if we go and zoom out, I don't think has silicon. Yeah, no silicon ore. So we have to get silicon the old-fashioned way by just smelting stone a lot. Like if we... how do we do this? Go over here. Yeah. Smelt 10 stone. That's a lot of stone. Get ourselves 1 silicon ore, and then we can make high purity silicon by 2 silicon ore in a smelter. So that's something we'll probably have to set up next time. But for now, our research is going well. We're currently researching basically more drones and faster drones, so building should be a little bit quicker. And then we'll get electromagnetic motors, and then we can, obviously using that, make the faster sorters, which will allow us to make our research speed just a little bit faster. And then we'll probably get to work on making ourselves a silicon factory. For now, though, we've done a pretty good setup. Next time, silicon, sorters, and I guess new tech as well. I've been EnterElysium. If you're interested in checking out more, feel free to pop down to the link tree down below, link.ee/EnterElysium. I have my links. It'll also have a link to the Discord, and if you want to get involved in the Discord and the community, you can go there. It'll also have an announcement channel so you don't miss any videos or streams. But if you want to take your luck with YouTube, subscribe, bell icon, and 3 different bell options. Feel free. That's the thing you can do if you want. Also, if you want to leave a comment or a like or both down below, please do so, because that really helps with the algorithm. And I'm gonna need to... Oh god, we nearly ran out of fuel again. Okay. Lovely. In between episodes, I'm definitely just gonna grab a load of coal. Until then, stay shiny.